First question. Day 1. A person travels 200 kilometers along the stream. First, let us understand what is along the stream and against the stream. Yes. For example, if a stream is traveling in this direction, okay, along the stream, so you are traveling in the direction of stream, which can also be called as downstream. Yes. Then against the stream, so you are traveling in the opposite direction of stream, which is called upstream. Yes. So along the stream is downstream and against the stream is upstream. Now, now, now we are given with day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. Yes. So this will be upstream distance, sorry, downstream distance and upstream distance. Fine. Now, a person uh, a person covers 200 kilometers along the stream, so downstream. So downstream on day 1, a person covers 200 kilometers along the stream and 150 kilometers against the stream. So upstream is 150. The difference between the time taken is 10 hours. Difference between the time taken to cover upstream and downstream is 10 hours. Okay. Now on day 2, a person covers 40 kilometers less than the previous day in along the stream. Along the stream is downstream. A person covers 40 kilometers less than the previous day. So this will be 160. Yes, and the distance covered against the stream is equal to distance covered by the same person in day 3 along the stream. Along the stream is downstream. So if this is x, so this will be x. Yes, time taken to cover the downstream is 8 hours less than 8 hours. The difference is 8 hours less than the time taken to cover the upstream. Now, distance covered along the stream is 40 kilometers on day 3. Distance travel along the stream, downstream, okay, is 40 kilometers more than the distance covered against the stream. Okay, which is equal to distance. So if this is y, this will be y plus 40. So this will be y plus 40. Yes. So this y is equal to distance covered by a person on day 1 along the stream. Along day 1 along the stream. So this is 200. So we got y is 200. Okay. So this is 200. So this will be 200 plus 40, 240. So this will also be 240. Yes, on day 4, time taken to cover 200 kilometers along the stream. Okay, so 200 kilometers along the stream, downstream, and 100 kilometers, and he takes 6 hours more to cover upstream. So the difference here is 6 hours. Okay, now time taken to cover 200 kilometers along the stream and 100 kilometers against the stream is same as the time taken to cover the upstream. Sorry, time taken by the same person on day 3. So if the time taken is t here, so the total time taken is also t here. Fine. Now the speed of stream on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 respectively is 15, 10, 20, and 20. Speed of stream. Yes, clear. Now, first question, what did he ask? What is the difference between total distance covered along the stream and across the stream? So he's asking difference between these two. Yes, this is 360, 600, so 800, and this will be 90, 690. So the difference between the total distance covered downstream and upstream is 110, 110 kilometers. Now, sum of the speeds of boats on day 2 and day 3 together is what percent more or less compared to sum of the speeds of boats on 1 and 4 together. So how will we calculate the speed of boat. Okay, I will do for day 1. Okay, yeah, day 1, uh, the distance covered is 200 downstream and 150 upstream. Yes. Okay, let me erase all this. On day 1, distance covered in downstream is 200 and upstream is 150. Okay, and speed of stream is 50 kilometer per hour. For example, if I take speed of boat is equal to x kilometer per hour. Okay, then the speed in downstream, it will be x plus 15, x plus speed of stream. Yes, in upstream the speed will be speed of boat minus speed of stream. Okay, so it will be x plus 15 and x minus 15. Sorry. Now, 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 we know time taken to cover this 200 kilometers downstream will be distance by speed. Yes, so time taken will be distance is 200 divided by speed is x plus 15. Okay, time taken to cover this 150 kilometer upstream will be 150 distance by x minus 15 speed. It is given that the difference between time taken to cover upstream and downstream is 10 hours. So 150, we know the time taken to cover, okay, here distance is not constant, fine. So to cover upstream and downstream is 10 hours. Okay, upstream, so minus 15 minus 200 by x plus 15 is equal to 10 hours. Yes, so now 150x plus 2250 minus 200x plus 3000 will be equal to 10x square minus 220 minus 2250. So 10x square plus plus 50x minus 7500 is equal to 0. So x square plus 5x minus 750 is equal to 0. If you solve this quadratic equation, you will get x is equal to minus 30 or 25 plus 25. We know that speed cannot be negative, so we can eliminate this. So the speed of boat on day 1 is 25. We have calculated the speed of boat for day 1. In the same way, you will calculate the speed of boat for day 2 and day 3. Yes, clear? Yes. Now, speed of boat, this will be 25. Okay, then the speed of boat on day 2 will be 30. On day 3 it will be 40. Yes. Now, how to calculate the speed of boat on day 4? Okay, now it is given the time taken to cover 200 kilometers. So on day 4, uh, it is upstream is 200 kilometer. Sorry, along the stream. Downstream it is 200 kilometer. Yes, and upstream it is 100 kilometer. Now on day 4, let us assume that the speed of boat is x. So in downstream, okay, the speed of boat will be x plus 20. Okay, and upstream it will be x minus 20. It is given that, okay, time taken to cover 200 kilometer along the stream and 100 kilometer against the stream is same as the total time taken by the same person on day 3. So on day 3, we will calculate the total time taken. Total time taken will be on day 3. It will be on day 3, they have traveled 200 kilometer downstream. Sorry, 200 on upstream and 240 on downstream. Yes, downstream it is 240 and upstream it is 200. Fine. Then the total time taken by the boat on day 3 will be, and the speed of boat is 40 and speed of stream is 20. So in downstream the velocity will be 40 plus 20, while in upstream it will be 40 minus 20. So the total time taken uh, on day 3 will be time taken for downstream and upstream. So 240 by 60 plus 200 by 20. So this is 4 and this is 10. So time taken on day 3 is 14 hours. So time taken on day 3 is 14 hours. Okay. Now it is given that time taken on day 4 is equal to time taken on day 3. Yes, clear. So 200 by x plus 20 plus 100 by x minus 20 will be equal to 40. Fine. Now, now 200x minus 4000 plus 100x plus 2000 will be equal to 14x square minus 14 into 400, 400, 5600. Yes. So 14x square plus 3 minus 300x minus 3600 is equal to 0. Well, if you solve this, you will get x is equal to 30. So on day 4, the speed of boat is 30 km/h. So, or if you solve this equation, you will get the speed of boat on day 4 is 30. If you substitute 30 here, it will be 200 by 50. It will be 4 plus 100 by 10. It will be 10. So total 14. Yes. So the speed of boat on day 4 is 30 km/h. Fine. Now you can answer the second question. Yes. Sum of the speeds of is what percent more or less compared to sum of the speeds on day 2 and day 4. Yes. So on day 2 and day 3 it is 70, 30 plus 40 minus on what percent sum of the speeds of boats on day 1 and day 4 together. Yes. So it will be day 1 and day 4 together. So it will be 55 by 55 into 100. Yes. So it will be 70 minus 55 by 55 into 100. Uh, it will be 15 by 55 into 100. It's approximately 27 more. Fine. Now, now coming to third question. Yes. What is the ratio between distance covered by boats on day 2 and day 4 together and distance covered on day 1 plus day 3 together? It's a direct question. Okay. It will be on day 2, it is 240 plus 160. On day 4, it will be 100 plus 200 by day 1, it is 150 plus 200. On day 3, it is 200 plus 240. Yes, uh, 400 plus 300, it will be 700 by 440, 590, 590 plus 200, 790. It will be 70 is to 79. Sorry guys, this is 79. It will be option D. Yes, clear. Now, now if he covers 160 kilometer along the stream and 140 kilometer against the stream on day 5, and the speed of stream and boat are same as on day 2. On day 2, what is the speed of boat number? It is 30 km ph. Okay, if he covers 160 kilometer along the stream, so on day 5, okay, downstream it is 160 km kilometer, sorry, km, and upstream it is 140 km. Speed of boat is 30 kmph and speed of stream is 10 kmph. Okay, now is asking for find the total time taken to cover the whole distance. Whole distance will be what will be the speed in downstream? It will be 30 plus 10. In upstream, it will be 30 minus 10. Yes. So 160 by 40 plus 140 by 20 will be the total time. So 4 plus 7. So 11 hours. It will be 11 hours. Okay. Clear? Yes. Now, coming to second question. The graph below shows the distance traveled by different cars and the time taken by them. This is distance traveled. This is time taken. I have made this pie chart into a table. Okay, percentage distance and percentage time. Okay. Now, the entire question given the entire questions given below are independent from each other. Okay. So if all the details given in the fifth question are related only to fifth question, and for sixth it is only related to sixth. Okay, now if the difference between the distance traveled by car C and F is 160, so I will assume that the total distance, okay, is 100x. Yes, then the distance traveled by C will be 25x and distance traveled by F is 15x. Yes, if the difference between the distance traveled by car C and F is 160 kilometers, so it is given that 25x minus 15x is equal to 160 kilometers. So 10x is equal to 160. So x is equal to 16. Yes. So my total distance 100x will be equal to 1600 kilometers. Yes. Yes or no? Now, while the speed of car C is 80 kmph, then find the speed of car D. Okay. Now, let us take that the total time taken is 100 t hours. Okay. It is given that when the speed of car C is 80 kmph, find the speed of car D. So the time taken by C will be 20 t. Time taken by car C is equal to 20 t hours. Okay, so distance traveled will be is equal to 25 into 25x. So x is 16. So then the distance traveled will be 25x, which will be 400 kilometers. Yes, speed is given as 80 kmph. Speed of car C is given as 80 kmph. Then the time taken will be equal to distance 400 divided by speed 80, so which is 5 hours. Okay, now so we got 22 is equal to 5 hours. Then what will be 10t? 10t will be 5 by 2, 2.5 hours. Yes. Now so the time taken by car D is 2.5 hours. Okay, what did he ask? Then find the speed of car D. Speed is equal to distance by time. Yes, so distance traveled by car D will be 20x. So it will be 20 into, we got x as 16. So this is the distance traveled by car D by time, which is 2.5 into 2. So 5 fours are, so 16 into 8, which will be 128 km PH. So the distance, so the speed of car D is 128 kilometer per hour. Clear? Yes. Now, now coming to sixth question. If the speed of car A is 80 kilometer per hour, okay, and the total distance traveled by all cars is 1500 kilometers, then find the speed of car C. Okay, it is given that the total distance traveled by all cars, so total distance, if I suppose this is 100x, total distance 100x is equal to 1500, implies x is equal to 15. So the distance traveled by car A is 20x. So distance traveled by car A is equal to 20 into 15, which will be 300 kilometers. If the speed of car A is 80 kmph, okay, 1 minute. Yeah, distance traveled by car A is 300 kilometers. The speed of car A. So find the speed of car C. Okay. Now we will calculate the time taken by car A to cover this distance, which will be distance by time is equal to 300 by, it is given the speed of car A is 80. Yes, so it will be 15 to 15, so 15 by 4 hours, by 4 hours. So time taken is 15 by 4 hours. Yes. So now let us take this as total time taken is 100 t. Sorry, total time taken by all the cars as 100 t. So total time taken by car A, that will be 15 t. Okay, so 15 t is equal to 15 by 4 hours. Then t is equal to 1 by 4 hours. Yes. Now he's asking, then find the speed of car C. The time taken by C will be 20t. So time taken by car C will be 20 into t, which is 1 by 4. So I can say that time taken by car C is 5 hours. Okay. What will be the distance traveled by car C? It is 25x. So x is 15. So distance is equal to 25 into 15, which will be 375. 250 plus 125 is 375. 375 kilometers. Then speed of car C will be distance by time. So 375 by 5, which will be 575 km/h. Yes, clear? Yes. Now it is given that the total distance traveled by all the cars is so 100x. Let us assume this as x. Okay, so 100x is equal to 2000. Yes, so x will be equal to 20. So in question number 7, it is asked if the total distance traveled by all cars is 2000 kilometers, while B traveled 3/5 of the distance at speed of 60 kmph and remaining at 20 kmph. Then find the total time taken by B. So the total distance traveled by B is distance traveled by B is 10 into 20, so 200 kilometers. Now it is given that 3/5 of the distance. So 120 kilometers out of this 200, 120 kilometers is traveled at a speed of 60 kmph, and remaining 80 kilometers was traveled at a speed of 20 kmph. So he is asking for total time. So total time will be equal to time taken to travel this 120 kilometers at the rate of 60 kmph, and time taken to travel this 80 kilometers at the rate 20 kmph. So it will be 120 by 60 plus 80 by 20, which will be 2 plus 4. So total 6 hours. Clear? Yes. So why I did not make complete table is that because it is given that all the questions are independent. So for every question you will be having a every case. Yes. Now in question number 8, if the total time taken by all cars is 40 hours, so I assume this as 100t. So 100t is 40 hours. So t is equal to 4 by 10. Fine. So the time taken by A is 15t. Yes, 17t and 13t. And the difference between the speed of RA and car C is 5 kilometers. If I take the total distance as 100x, so it will be 20x, 10x. Yes, it is given that the difference between difference between speed of car A and car C is 5 kilometers per hour. Then find the distance traveled by car F. So yeah, so speed is nothing but distance by time. Yes. Now it is given that speed of difference between speed of car A and speed of car C is 5 km/h. So speed of car A will be distance traveled by car A by time taken by car A minus distance traveled by car C by time taken by car C. Yes, if for example the distance, let us take the distance of A is 20x. 20x by 15t minus distance traveled by a car C is 25x. 25x minus 20t. Yes. Now it is given that this is 5 kmph. Yes. So 4 by 3. If I take x by t common, 4 by 3 minus 5 by 4 is equal to 5. Yes. LCM will be 12. 16 minus 1 by 12. 1 by 12 into x by t, we got t as 4 by 10. So if I put 4 by 10, it will be 10 by 4, which is equal to 5. Yes, 5 ones are 5 twos are 2, 6. So x is equal to 24 kilometers. X is equal to 24 kilometers. Now, what did he ask? He asked, so we got x is equal to 24 km and t is equal to 4 by 10. What did he ask? He asked the distance traveled by car F. Distance traveled by car F is, he's asking for this. Distance traveled by car F is 15x. So it will be 15 into 24. Yes. 15 into 24. It will be 300. 300 plus 60. It will be 360 kilometers. Yes. Clear? Yes.